Stephanie Rodriguez is a student at the University of Texas Pan American and plans to become a lawyer someday. To make sure she is ready for the challenges of law school, Rodriguez enrolled in UTPA's Law School Preparation Institute, commonly known as the L.S.P.I. or L.I.S.P.E.
I decided to enroll in L.I.S.P.E because I heard that it was an extremely rigorous course. I heard that it was the best course to take to prepare me for law school. So far, this course has really opened my eyes and given me a little insight on what law school actually is.
Rodriguez is one of about 20 students who are taking the summer course, which is now in its 14th year at UTPA. The L.I.S.P.E is one of UTPA's most rigorous programs and one of the most competitive to get into. Only 20 students are chosen from scores of applicants who have at least a 3.0 grade point average and completed at least 45 hours of coursework. Students in the L.I.S.P.E undergo rigorous training throughout the 6-week program to prepare them for law school, or even graduate school if some students decide a career in law isn't for them.
So we're focusing on the analytical skills, reading, writing, speaking, most importantly thinking, critical thinking, that are going to be useful to them if they're in law school, if they're in graduate school, if they're in a professional school.
Rodriguez says she can attest to how challenging the L.I.S.P.E can be.
It was a little intimidating in the beginning, and it was so much work that I didn't know if I could handle it, but now I believe we're about in the second weekend, going into the third week, and I have a lot more confidence now in myself and in my capabilities.
UTPA started the institute in 2001 to ensure that more minority students are admitted into law school. In the past 14 years, the university has had an overwhelming success, with more than 90% of its students who apply to law school getting accepted by at least one institution. And of that 90%, Jerry Pollinard, UTPA's professor of political science, says almost all complete their degrees, pass the bar exam, and return to the Rio Grande Valley to practice law. In addition to taking difficult classes, the students also hear from officials from various law schools who explain how the admission process works and what they need to do to prepare themselves for this next chapter in their academic lives.
It gives them exposure to skills that will serve them well wherever they're in law school. Just the exposure to hearing or seeing a real law school class from one of the professors that comes to talk to them is useful to know what's going to happen when they get to law school.
I'm Jennifer Bergman reporting for UTPA.